Guys, we got bags full of pizza.
Nice.
Oh, you're just gonna drop me at the bottom. I'll go for that. Okay, all right.
I got you, brother.
I got it. I thought you were going.
Tell them you're a pilot.
I thought you were going a whole other line.
No, I wouldn't do you like that. I wouldn't do you dirty, man.
We're good.
My nickname had to be you dirty.
Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan.
We'll take it back. We'll take it back. You got your wallet ID?
Oh my God, dude.
So sorry.
Okay, 1, 2. Thank you.
Thank you. You got my shoes? Yep.
Thank you.
Dude, the laptop on the bottom.
Holy crap, dude.
Let's go up. Is it getting bigger?
Here, I think you should just rip. Really gotta test out these beds. Whoa. The beds work good.
Alright guys, we are walking up to the convention hall in Anaheim, California. I got approached by K&M. They said, we're gonna fly you out, come to the event for the release. And we've gotten some hints. They've got some stuff coming out for 2025 that we are absolutely stoked about. So we're not necessarily gonna have a ride video today. It's more gonna be just announcements and what's new, what's coming out. I don't know exactly what we're gonna go do today because we've got until 3 or 4 o'clock until the event starts.
This is a picture of our hotel, and then this is Disney right here.
Yeah.
We're
literally right there. So we have no idea what we're gonna do. This is our first time in California. We're only here for a day, so we're gonna go goof off until the event starts. We'll capture you guys with some cool content and a little bit with what's up to come, and go from there. See you in a little bit. So we're at the Can-Am cocktail party and just hanging out and talking with people, but everybody's super excited to see what they come out with this year. So in about an hour and a half, they'll actually shuttle us into the convention center, and then probably about 2 hours we'll actually see the units. They'll be able to get up close and personal and actually go film for you guys and see what's new.
Get the motor on my shoe.
One, high five, backside, knuckle.
Okay, right?
One, high five.
Oh, backside knuckles. I went for the knuckles.
I got it. High five, backside, no. Oh, what? You got in there.
It's it tastes like watered down Sprite, but it doesn't taste strong at all.
It tastes like Mountain Dew too?
Yeah, a little splash of it. It's alright.
I don't know where we're going. Alright guys, what's your predictions? Drop them in the comments. We are about to see them right now. Luke's going to be editing this video quickly to post it. How long is this going to take you to edit?
Yes, it's going to be edited.
We're slowly taking over Can-Am's live by telling everybody to say hashtag reverse wheelies for the live. That's my friend! I know him! Yes!
Please welcome BRP President and Chief Executive Officer, Monsieur José Boisjoli.
And you know what? We're not out of horsepower yet. How about an all-new Outlander 850 and 1000R big bore platform? And who better? The one and only Oster Cruiser.
I have got to pee so bad, but we've got a new lineup of some updates and some new units. They're taking all these out of here. We're going off to dinner. We'll be back in the showroom in 30 minutes to actually get up in personal, talk to them, get up close and personal to actually see them in, talk about them, and actually like be able to get the camera close. So we'll catch you guys in a minute. Alright, so we would have actually ran over here and got in here a little sooner and filmed some stuff, but they were supposed to send us to dinner first and then in here, like there's gonna be a grace period, but apparently they're just letting us straight in. Oh, we got Dustin right here. Hey, how's it
That was
going?
good.
That one felt right. I want to keep talking, but we got to go look at these new units before they get too crowded. Come on. All right, so the Renegade, not really any changes. New color. Look at this thing. So new colors on the Renegade. Still looks like we still got stock cryptids. Pretty much, I don't see any change to my 2023 Renegade, but the Outlander Gen 3. Come on over. All right, guys, it is finally here. The 1000 short frame XMR Outlander that we've been waiting for years. We've been asking Can-Am for. They finally brought it to us. They've had the 850 in the short frame, and that's what's made a lot of us people like me want to ride the Renegade with the 1000. But finally, we have an XMR 1000 short frame Outlander. Also, it's a whole new motor. We got 101 horsepower. We've got better suspension, more ground clearance, a whole bunch of stuff. Let's dive into it. So we were on Gen 2 Outlanders, which are still what the Renegade frames are, still Gen 2. So now we've got the new Gen 3. We've got the new suspension. We got the new winch location with synthetic rope, which is super exciting because that's one of the first things that I change out. So completely redesigned on the rear rack, like I was saying earlier. We've got the handholds for pulling, struggling, fighting it through when you're stuck. A new style mud strap, which I'm pretty shocked to see. You guys always see me using my mud strap on the Renegade, and the different curved handles. I was told about this earlier and I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but actually thinking about it, when you're like really torquing and rocking this thing over, that handle makes a lot of sense. I think when your hands are full of mud, it's a good idea. Another super awesome feature, especially for you Outlander guys, is shifting. Way smoother to shift through the gears. If you guys have an Outlander, you know you gotta give it a little bit of a rock to get it in gear. So now pretty flawless, shifting through all the gears. And lastly, we still have the 14-inch aluminum wheels. Not beadlock, would have liked to see that, but we do have a new setup of tires. I'm really curious to see how they perform. I was talking with David, Mr. Asta Cruiser, as well as Cole Jean, and they said this thing pulls through the mud. They've been able to ride it already. We haven't gotten ourselves to rip one yet. We will soon. Keep an eye out for that. But these new tires kind of look similar to BKT, but definitely a huge upgrade from the Cryptids. All right, so we're walking up to the model suspension with the brand new Gen 3 versus the Gen 2, and quickly we can see all the improvements that we got. All right, so two things. Lower shock location, and that's gonna change just how much travel we have, as well as raising up and spreading out our A-arms. No more greasable points, no more need for it. Taking that maintenance away. Bigger knuckles, better steering radius, and one of the biggest things, Gen 2, Gen 3. Look underneath, Luke.
See the ground clearance? Oh yeah.
This is the frame, same height. If you got 32 chassis on the Gen 3 Outlander, you're gonna be setting the world on fire on ground clearance. No more getting hung up in those holes that everybody like me on 32s has already dug out. So I've already heard from people that have ridden it that these things handle amazingly better than the old one, but the big difference is in the back. So we're getting away from the singular trail arm that we used to have on the Gen 2 Outlanders, and now going to a dual A-arm setup in the rear, as well as raising up that shock position a little bit, not much. Huge improvements. The ride quality, top notch. I've already talked to Dustin, David, Colt. They've all ridden this, and they've all said and agreed with the new shocks and the new suspension setup. Night and day difference from the Gen 2 to the Gen 3 Outlanders.
That's your trademark, I guess?
Yeah, I've definitely gotten known quickly for that one. So other than the mud stuff, and I know that's why a lot of you guys are here, we've got the brand new lineup model, the Outlander Limited. It's come with some pretty awesome upgrades. We've got some optional audio, which I've never seen on a Formula from Can-Am, so that's exciting. We've got a huge screen. We've got light bars integrated in the front. The new headlight with the Fang detail, pretty similar to the X3s, as well as some cool hookup points on the front bumper. If you're like me and you get stuck a lot, that's exciting to see. As well as the new Lynx rack system in the front. Holy, that's a lot of storage. Luke, you might need one of these. We could fit the whole entire camera bag in here. There you go. Little thinner on the camera bag. That's a big bag.
It's a big bag.
Example. We keep walking around, we're filming all these clips, and then we have to go back and film again because I'm missing so much stuff. Luke, are we gonna talk about the colors?
This has got flake in it.
We got flake on the X3s.
I need a, hold on.
Hold on.
Look at all that.
We've got flake on the X3s. We've got smart shocks on the 64-inch model. So we've got the 4-door model of the Maverick R. No more just 2-door model. This is sick.
The XRS is little Can-Am logos.
That's pretty sick. New transmission, stronger, lower low gear. I'm totally trying to go off memory. Lower low gear, maybe it's 40%, don't quote me. Powder coated these knuckles from the factory. I know a lot of people were yanking these off and powdering them right away. I think the suspension in the last year has proven itself. A lot of people were questioning it last year. Now we've seen these things perform and how well they've done in the races. They've proven themselves everybody's gotten over the look because of the performance. All right, guys, so besides the four-wheeler side, side of things, we've also got the brand new four-door Maverick R coming at you with some sick colors and some new Link accessories. First off, appearance. XRS logo, sick touch, little Can-Am digitized in there. I thought that was amazing. They've also got it on the two-door model over there. We have ridden one of the two-door models, but it feels like seat all the way back, we still have the same, I'm a tall guy, still have the same amount of room. Transmission's new on these things, or upgraded, I believe, and a lower low gear. I'm curious to see back seat like for a tall guy like me.
How you feel back there as a taller dude?
Not bad, because these seats are so sloped, my feet can get up under the seat and my knees aren't hitting. And I'm even sitting on top of the buckles. I could rock it. I got a good amount of space. I think one touch they need back here, Luke, a speedometer. I need to know from the back seat that we're doing 100 miles an hour through the desert. I think that would be a sick touch. All right, this is one thing. We have been talking all night. We haven't even gotten to the Defenders yet. One thing I'm super excited about. So simple, door locks. Doesn't sound like a lot, but like when you're at events and there's a lot of people, like everybody's super cool, but there could be the one guy that could want to steal your stuff. So having door locks on the Defender, I have heard if you do a little bit of notching, I don't know where, I think it's inside, but if you do a little bit of notching, you can retrofit the door handles onto the old models so that you can get the lock. Other than that, I don't think too much has changed. We've actually spent a lot of time here talking with like the engineers of Can-Am, which I did not realize how many workers from Can-Am actually do attend and are at these events. So that's been super awesome. And if you guys have checked out the channel and you're an engineer from Can-Am, thank you and for taking the time to talk with us. It's been great to give the feedback and just give the one-on-one what we hear from you guys, what we've experienced, stuff that we love that they did on the Renegades and the Outlanders, stuff we would have changed, stuff we would add. Everybody's excited for a new Renegade platform. I think we might see that in the next few years. I think one feature on the Defenders that would be super cool is when it's raining. When it's raining and we're filming, it sounds dumb, but when it rains and we film, rain comes down right here, I would love a little gutter. So it's all stuff we were able to give the engineers, which is cool to be able to give the feedback straight from us to them as a consumer. I think that is huge. So this event's been really cool. I'm glad we made it out to it. I know it wasn't the most action-packed, but it was a huge update and we came out with a lot of cool units. Super stoked that we made it out here and would not miss the next one. So without further ado, I'm sure we'll goof off. We're supposed to go get dinner with Dustin, so I'm sure there might be a few more clips. But if I don't ever film an outro, here's the outro. See you guys after.
Great vlog content, Kyle.
I was convinced it wasn't flammable.
Vlog content. Look, this is the clip where it will say, subscribe.